release, and it has some great specifications. It has an almost bezel-less 6.3-inch Super AMOLED QHD Plus display that is HDR certified, 6GB of RAM, 64GB of onboard storage with expandable storage of up to 256GB, and is IP68 water and dust resistant. Along the top of the phone, you'll find its iris scanner, and also its 8-megapixel front camera that has the autofocus and can shoot up to 1440p video. On the back of the phone, you'll find the dual 12-megapixel camera system that gets you depth effects and a 2x optical zoom, while also being able to shoot 4K video at 30 frames per second and 720p video at 240 frames per second. Next to the cameras, you have the flash, heart rate sensor, and fingerprint scanner. The iPhone X also has some great specifications. It has an almost bezel-less 5.8-inch Super Retina HD OLED display that has True Tone technology. The iPhone has 3GB of RAM and storage options of 64GB and 256GB, and is IP67 certified water and dust resistant. Along the top of the phone, you'll find its sensors required for Face ID and its 7-megapixel True Depth camera that can shoot 1080p video. On the back of the phone, you'll find the dual 12-megapixel cameras that also give you depth effects and 2x optical zoom functionality. And these cameras will be able to shoot 4K at up to 60 frames per second and 1080p at up to 240 frames per second. Both phones have great specifications with certain things standing out on each. The Note 8 has a bigger, higher resolution screen than the Note 8 screen can get twice as bright. The Note 8 also has great benefits of having a micro SD card slot to allow users to increase the amount of storage available to them. It should also be noted that although the Note 8 has double the RAM as the iPhone X, the iPhone should run faster than the Note 8 because of how well Apple optimizes all of their applications and internal processes in their phones. Also, the iPhone X has Apple's new A11 Bionic chip, which is proving to be the fastest chip on any smartphone to date. The cameras may also edge out on the iPhone X simply because of the incredibly high frame rates available for both 4K and 1080p video recording. The iPhone X will have Face ID, which uses a digital mapping of your face to unlock your phone. The new True Depth camera in the front will also allow you to take portrait mode pictures using the front-facing camera, and will enable Animojis, or Apple's new face tracking emojis that you can send to your friends. The Note 8 also has facial recognition, but I would not recommend that you turn this feature on because of how insecure it is. But Samsung gives you more secure alternatives in the iris scanner and a fingerprint scanner, which the iPhone X does not have. The iPhone X's A11 Bionic chip will enable it to smoothly run any games in augmented reality, and the App Store will have much better selection of apps as opposed to Android's Google Play Store. On the other hand, the Note 8 works with Samsung's newest Gear VR headset, which will utilize the phone's high-resolution display in VR. And the Note 8 should be able to run through any game or app because the Snapdragon 835 along with 6GB of RAM will do the trick in just about any scenario. The Note 8 has one obvious differentiating feature in that it houses an S Pen in the bottom right corner. It adds another level of interaction to your phone that you won't appreciate until you actually try it. Along with writing notes, you'll be able to highlight words, translate text, have any one differentiating feature. Almost every new phone has been nearly bezel-less, water resistant, and has dual cameras. But Apple has done a terrific job in making a phone that is easy to use, really fast, and now has a design that is new and unique to it. This leads me into my general thoughts. I think the iPhone X is a great phone. I think Apple has done a terrific job in actually trying